Hello and welcome to Let's Play Dark Chronicle, where, as I promised, there is plot in this episode. It's been a while since the last bit of plot, actually. Ah, we found the Furbits.
Hey, there they are! The whole lot of them!
Hold on! Something's up!
Huh?
Max senses tingling.
Yeah, something weird's going on.
One of them's fishing, the rest are standing
Let's
around.
try talking to them.
Well, okay.
Seems sensible. Now, there are a couple of photo opportunities, but I don't think it's here. No. By the way, I should really, Oh, I've got one idea. Delete all of those. They apparently don't want to move because they want to live in a swamp, which gives them incredible happiness. Okay, what about you?
Ah, rat! Everyone's gone all weird. The fish aren't biting. What a drag.
Well, you seem normal.
What happened to him?
Beats me. I got separated from my three buddies, and when I saw them again, they were like that. They won't go anywhere, you see. So I'm just killing time with a little fishing. Although,
Fair enough.
you know what? I'm pretty thirsty. You wouldn't have something to drink now, would you? Something smells good, that's for sure.
I take it you want our possibly wine.
Ah, this'll do nicely. Just what I wanted, thanks. Here, you can have my rod. Take some time for fishing. It'll clear your head. Come back any time if you run out of bait.
Now, interestingly now, we have an ability now to kind of cheat the game slightly, because he will give us essentially infinite amount of bait. Infinite amount of bait. We could stay here fishing all day just to level up the thing. However, there are three problems with this. Number one, I hate fishing games. Number two, it would be incredibly boring for me to do this and record it. Number three, I hate fishing games. So, we won't... Yeah, why not? We'll do it once, just to show it, and I might off-screen things. However, you have to equip the fishing rod. This is quite an amusing little animation, though. Woo! You run around with a fishing rod. Fortunately, we can't beat people anymore, which is a shame. And we can attach this as bait. Now, the fishing rod has various attributes, and as we fish, they go up. And you kind of need to do this for a few things in the game. Firstly, for character recruitment. And then there's also a couple of mini-games, which I'll be covering, I guess. So I should really do some fishing. As I mentioned before, I hate... Go on. I hate fishing mini-games. Fair, at least this is better than the Suikoden 2 one. Yeah. And it's still better than a maze, I guess. We caught a Priscleen. Or a Priscleen fish. That gave us 48 fishing points. Now, we can exchange fishing points, 100 fishing points to raise a stat by 1. Interestingly, also, we can store up the fish, and as we saw in a shop, there is something that allows us to barbecue them. So this is also a way of generating infinite health items. What's marginally irritating, though, is I do have to swap the weapons over to talk to him again. That gives us 5 Mimi. Oh yeah, the joys of a fishing minigame. So what I shall do is I shall stop, and when I feel like resuming the plot, which won't be long, I shall resume. I'm bored. And we ran out of bait after asking for it a second time. So I think this is a good time as any to go and decide, yeah, let's go on with plot. Besides which, she's just given us more bait. Now, I will be fishing on each of the dungeon levels where you can. Once. I will catch one fish, that is it. Just to level the thing up. But I won't be going out of my way to do fishing. And if I do, it'll be off screen. And I probably won't. That is Fish Monster Swamp. What we can catch in there. You wouldn't believe how big the fish we can catch there. It was almost this big. Yeah. There's going to be nothing like the one we're about to catch. Well, I should really upgrade the fishing rod because I didn't do that.
Hey, isn't that Master Utan?
You know that thing? Is it safe to go closer?
Yeah, it's alright. He's a pretty well-behaved monster. He doesn't hurt people.
Very well behaved then.
But it looks like something's wrong with him. Is he okay? What's the matter? Are you hurt?
Humans, Don't see them every day.
Well, they only live in one town at this point in time, so...
Now that I think about it, there was another half-pint bumbling around earlier. This forest's starting to get nice and crowded these days.
Never mind that. You look like you're in pain. What happened?
It's pitiful, really, but I was awful hungry, and somehow got my hands on the forbidden fruit.
Oh, that old story.
When I did, my whole body just up and froze like this, and I couldn't move. My fault for messing with the Holy One's food. I'll bet the Holy One must be pretty ticked off right about now.
That parallel I just made is working quite nicely here. But,
So you ate one of these, huh? It's a poison apple. No wonder you don't feel so good. Never mind.
In which case, it
Don't
was a
worry.
warning.
You'll feel better after you rest for a while. By the way, who's this Holy One?
The Holy One is a great fish who's brought happiness to this forest.
Oh, God.
A
You have
holy
no idea
fish.
on that one.
Monica, maybe this has something to do with those three back there.
Aha! I think I'm starting to understand now. This Holy One must have bewitched those three somehow. I bet the Holy One is really a big fish monster.
Well then, Master Utan, where can we find this Holy One?
Didn't you see a big old swamp on your way here?
Well, yes.
They say the Holy One lives in that swamp. I haven't seen him myself yet.
Swamp, huh? Yes, I think so.
You couldn't have missed it.
Yeah, I remember.
It's
Let me
behind
see.
you.
A big fishy monster named the Holy One that hangs out in the swamps bewitching people. This ought to be fun.
Let's go check it out.
Right. Thanks, Master Utan. You've been a big help.
Hey, don't forget to mind your manners when you're dealing with the Holy One.
Good advice. And before we run off completely, we do want to at least get the scoop. Master Utan. Now, I'm not sure whether I can't think of any inventions you use that with. Oh well, it'll get us more points anyway. So we're still 21 from leveling. And guess what we're gonna
Why
have
don't we
to
try
do?
fishing it out?
Fishing.
Huh? Fish it out?
Well,
You
we've
sound
got
so
a fishing
surprised.
rod. We know the Holy One likes poison apples. And we've got plenty of bait. Let's give it a try. Go on now, try it.
Very well.
Okay.
Now, essentially a fishing tutorial. Well, I guess we already had one, but... Now, where's the poisoned apple? Okay, let's begin fishing. I think we'll fish there. This doesn't take long. So I'm about to catch a much, much bigger fish than I have been. Now this one is some kind of record. How is that not broken?
What's going on here? There's a hook stuck in my beautiful lips. Is this your doing? I won't forgive this.
Yep.
You're
On
the
the
one
plus
that
side,
made
though,
the little ones act so strangely.
We caught what it must be at least a 20-meter
Must
long
change
fish.
them back.
Oh yes, more victims of my beauty. Really, beauty can be a curse, you know. Anyway, why are you here?
I already told you. I want you to change those little furbits back to the way they were.
Well, such a thing would be quite simple, my dears. But nothing comes for free, you know. Business is business, and everything's business.
Oh boy, this is gonna be another pain.
You had no idea.
So what do you want us to do?
Ooh, so the little boy understands too. Listen carefully then. I won't say this again. Mwah! As everyone knows, I'm very fond of beautiful things. But here's the thing. Recently, you know, I've become a bit, well, dirty. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
I can imagine.
But listen to this. There's a fish called the pristine fish that can clean up all the dirt from my body. So what I'd like you to do is go over there and catch it for me. You've got all that fishing gear, so you may as well use it, don't you think? Do you get my drift?
I think we do.
A pristine fish.
I've got 6 of them.
Okay, and when we get it, we want you to return those 3 back to normal.
Yes, I know. You don't have to tell a man twice.
What? You're a guy?
Yes, he is.
I'll be waiting.
Now, that's a photo opportunity. And what I will do though, before we give him the fish, unfortunately, I don't think there's. Interesting, we can spectralize fish, but we shall exchange fishing points. We have 247, and the way I always do it is just going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and just keep going, cycling around every time I get 100. So the next point to go in resistance, next grip, luck, and so on and so forth. Yep. Exchange fishing points. Yes. Right. Thankfully though, we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to give him this one.
You caught it! Oh, excellent!
Lag made.
Lovely pristine fish will kiss all the grime off my body and make me look stunning again.
I bet this thing's just started scanning, hasn't it?
Oh.
Right, you promised.
My computer
return
started
us 3
scanning,
to
that's
normal.
going to be a bit annoying. Right.
Yes, of course.
It's fine while there's
Isn't
nothing going
this
on
what you're
now.
after?
I think that will have done it.
So now those 3 are better?
Yes.
Well, why don't you go have a look? Well, please excuse me. I wish you the best.
I imagine so. Well, thankfully, we don't have to talk to him again.
I'll give him that.
Let's go and look.
Right.
Right, I'm gonna stop the video temporarily before I do that, just to make sure Peter isn't doing anything it shouldn't be. Well, yeah. Let's just change that around. Sorry, it's being a bit awkward now. Right, well, nothing I've noticed anyway, so we'll just have to continue onwards. It's a bit annoying, really, because it only seems to hurt. It doesn't hurt during gameplay. It's only during the cutscenes, really. Where'd the Furbit's gone?
Hey!
Yeah.
How is everyone?
Oh, they suddenly returned to normal. I'm so relieved, I can't tell you.
What in the world have I been doing? I cannot remember a darn thing.
Last thing I remember, I was thirsty, and I drank some of that swamp water.
That was probably what did it.
Past that either. What in the world happened to us?
You've all been under the Holy One's spell.
Right, this is slightly irritating.
The Holy One? Who's that?
You're better off not knowing.
It's a fish monster that lives in the swamp. You guys almost ended up trapped here forever.
Oh, that's crazy.
Alright, something is really going on with this.
Well, what are we gonna do about Holly?
That's just... I'll get through this sequence and then I'll
We
stop
look
it.
for Holly.
Hold on, guys. We should come up with a plan first. Let's go back to Sindane.
So we can get you to do what we want you to do. Right. Please be a save point around here. There is. No, there's generally not many photo opportunities. There aren't scoops in these types of areas. And now the game running completely fine. Ugh. Oh well, no worries. Next time, I'll hopefully have sorted out the minor lag issues. Until then.